Mic check. 1 2 1. What's up, y'all? It's training day. Hope y'all are having a good day, night, evening, whatever time you're watching this video. Don't know how you found me with the new YouTube algorithms. I know I'm a new channel, and if you stumbled on me by accident, please stick around. I promise. I have quality insight for you guys in the realm of health and fitness. A little bit about myself. I'm a personal trainer, nutrition coach. I been doing this for coming up what 7 8 7 years 7 years. Yeah, no, 8, coming up on 8 years. Yeah. um been working out since I was 14, all natural. So if you want insight to make sure that you can apply this stuff and steroids isn't the answer to a lot of this, then there you go. So hope it helps. Insight piece, man, train of thought. Nature of this video, I want to help you guys who are starting New Year's resolutions and are wanting to get into fitness. You may not know how. You may have tried this before in the past and it hasn't worked. You may have been a previous athlete, fell off, and like started, stopped, or been a victim of like, hey, I have this one program from back in high school, and I've been doing that ever so since. Whatever it is, whether you're following YouTube influencer or you, whatever, it doesn't really matter. The insight that I'm about to give you guys today can help if you apply it, and if applied correctly, you'll you won't run into the same issue that everyone tends to run into when they make the New Year's resolution and they say, hey, I'm going to get fit this year. So let's dive into it. I'm going to pull I guess I'm going to like lift the curtain. Does that work? Like Wizard of Oz style. Give you an insight to the secrets. The biggest thing when it comes to, you know what? Don't want to just spill the beans that early. Yeah, I think I'll help you guys. Plan your stuff. Plan it. It is that simple. Maybe not inherently that easy because life is a real thing and everyone has a different schedule, whether you're a 5 o'clock in the morning kind of person. If you are, hats off to you. I'm not, at least when it comes to working out. Or whether you're a 5 p.m. in the evening or even later gym goer, you fall somewhere in the spectrum in between those times. Planning, being intentional is the way you're gonna go about being successful. So let me give you guys. I'm nervous. I have a microphone. Does it sound good? I hope so. This thing was like $30 on Amazon. I could invest more in the future, but I think this is good enough to where y'all can hear me. All right, enough getting sidetracked. I have a story for you guys that kind of wraps this up in a way that makes a little bit more sense. So, I met a gentleman literally yesterday and was having a conversation with him about health and fitness, of course. And he was telling me how him and his partner were really he was really active at a point in time, trained, worked out, had a decent build on him, and then got a new job, and that just kind of took over priority. His girl had tried, he bought a gym membership. She would go like once every quarter, and he essentially paid the tab for him to go, and then she would pop in periodically. She ended up getting a Peloton for the house, and he was like, sweetheart, don't do it. I'm going to give you a forecasting right now. You're going to get the thing, and it's going to turn into a coat rack. The thing turned into a coat rack. Not to her disgrace, not to her fault. She tried. She got the idea right that, hey, if I get the gym closer to me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all felt this before, if I get the thing I'm trying to do closer to me, I'm more likely to do it. And pulling from a book, it's called Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it, give it a listen or a read, whether you're an Audible person or you're a paperback book, hey, I got to touch the pages kind of person. Either or. One of the big pieces of it was discussing how making the habits that you want to do easier to do by getting them closer in proximity is one of the key facets in order to make sure that you do the habit. It's that simple. So how do I make that a little bit more simple? If I want to read more books, and books are all the way at the library, and I don't own a book, or I don't have Audible, or I don't have anything like that close to me, I'm probably not going to read a book. But if I put a book on my nightstand right beside my bed where I typically sit down and doom scroll, I'm much more likely to pick up the book and read it. Same exact facet. Proximity helps. How do we get this in application? Girls still didn't use the bike. Like, I don't know how much Pelotons cost, like two, 300, $500, somewhere in that space. They're not cheap, and it was a 500 or however many $100 investment down the drain. So if you don't want to end up like that, listen to what I'm about to say, because this changes the nature of how you look at health and fitness and really all habits that you want to start. I use the same processes for myself when I'm trying to start new habits, and I do the same type of coaching and insight, and I use the same strategies with my clients when I'm trying to get them to implement fitness habits themselves. So it's cool that you have it in proximity. It's cool that you wouldn't bought the expensive gym membership or the cheap gym membership. It's cool that you bought the dumbbells and the bench press or the rack or whatever you did in order to make health and fitness easier to do. And if you haven't, please take the step. It's vital in whatever facet of health and fitness you're looking to get into. But the big piece that shifts the nature of things is intentionality and planning. So I gave this example to him, right? In conversations like, she did right by getting the Peloton, and you should praise that. Be like, sweetheart, I love how intentional you are with trying to be more adamant about getting your health and fitness in. I know you've had a hard time going to the gym. So you said, hey, this is a struggle for me. I'm going to get this Peloton. It's going to be right by me when I wake up. It's going to be in my space. And since I office out of the home, I'm much more likely to use it because it'll be in my home. Love that. Let's set a time already in your routine linked to a habit or something that you already do, maybe right after you get your coffee or right before you get your coffee. Say it's 7:30 in the morning, about an hour or so after you woke up, right? Let's pick that time. Let's go and we'll do the Peloton together. If we do the Peloton together, then we're much more likely to get the thing done. This is called habit stacking and linking. You attach or associate a positive new habit to a habit that you already have, and in doing so, you make it much easier to actually do the thing. That, and you give it a place and a time. The Peloton is in like her, I think their like living room, or that space is like, hey, she said at 7:30, after I finish drinking my coffee, I'm going to go to the living room and ride my Peloton for 30 minutes. You made it simple, you made it smart, you made it measurable, you made it attainable, you put a name and a time and a date on it, you made it real. That's where most of you guys end up missing the entire thing. You don't make the thing real. You keep it metaphorical, becomes this kind of aimless, nebulous kind of goal, like, I'm gonna do it, this is what I'm looking to do, but I hadn't taken the actionable steps and pieces to make it a reality in my life. And if you don't do that piece, it becomes a dream. So let me make this a little bit more practical for you guys. I'm pretty sure a majority of y'all go to work, right? Y'all know you have to clock in at 9 or 12 or 5 or whatever. You're working an evening shift, a day shift, mid shift, whatever your time frame is. You know, at a certain point in time, you have to go through your daily hygiene. You have to be out the house, get the car, drive to wherever you're going, or clock in, turn in the computer, and be present to work. And then you have a set of tasks and agendas that need to get done in an orderly fashion in order to be good at your job. It's real. And there's order and structure associated with it. That makes you proficient, fingers crossed, if you're listening to me now, hopefully not at your job. But if you are, finish the video and then go be a great employee or whatever you're doing. Sorry, y'all. Apologize. You have something that makes it real, and you show up to it regularly because there's a system set in place. In the same facet, you need to do the exact same thing with your fitness. Make it real. Set a time, set a date, set a place, and set a duration or something that you're aiming to get done, whether it's just stepping into the gym doors, whether it's turning on the Peloton for 30 minutes, whether it's whatever. But you have to make it attainable and you have to make it real in order to accomplish that. And this goes the same for anything else in life, but right now I'm talking about health and fitness. So apply it to that. Now, an even more practical piece about this, if you do not operate by using a calendar, this is going to be like a twofold like value add for you. You should be ordering your time in life and things that you're looking to get done by using something that manages or helps you manage your time. Because in the commodity of how we go about doing things in life, time is the currency, right? You trade a certain amount of your time for whatever place of employment that you're at for dollars currency, and then you go spend that and do whatever you're looking to do to increase the value of your life. So time being your currency, you should audit your time. You should write out what you're going to do with your time, thus making you more effective with it. And then ultimately, if you're trying to curate a certain life for yourself, that life is much more likely to come to fruition because the actions that you do are serving the vision or the want that you have for your life. And if that isn't what your life looks like right now, if you don't have a calendar listed out with like times and dates and things that you're looking to get done or actions that you're looking to complete that serve the bigger vision or goal that you're setting out to do, I would highly recommend you start. And the easiest way to do that currently is audit your time. And what that means, there's a hour by hour like timesheet you can get off Google, costs no time at all. Or you have it on your phone. You're watching this probably on a phone or a Mac or something like that. There are calendars in there that have hour by hour blocks. Look at what you're doing with them. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, how much time do you spend scrolling on your phone? How much free time do you give away to things that aren't serving you or helping you steward the better vision for your body and what you're looking to do with your life? I'll leave that piece alone for right now. Just sit on it, like let it marinate. It should make you think, because we often spend a lot of our time doing things that don't serve us. I'm guilty of it. I've spent hours on YouTube watching super fun videos like manhwa, anime. Love the stuff, but it eats my time and it quite literally kills it when I could be doing something much more productive. So audit it and put it somewhere. I think it's in one of the leadership books. It might be 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's one of those two. But one of the principles is keeping first things first, meaning if it's important to you, do it first, prioritize it, do the thing, and in the act of doing the thing, it will become habits, and in the act of it becoming habit, you'll become more disciplined and regimented in doing it, and then you'll do it irrespective if you want to do it or if you don't, because it'll just be a part of your routine, and it'll feel weird if you don't. That's where you want to get with fitness, but that part takes time. In order for it to get to that part, you got to make it intentional and set a time for it. So that's the video for you guys. And it's not anything super crazy or grandiose. It's the practical, kind of not sexy, super boring kind of piece. But if you get the principle down, it becomes very valuable. And in doing so, it'll trickle to other aspects of your life. You'll probably become a more effective employee. You'll become a more effective individual. You'll get more shit done, excuse my French. And you'll enjoy life a little bit more because you'll be treading in the direction that you want to go instead of letting life pull you in whatever current it wants to take you. So that's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do the whole YouTube algorithm, social media piece to help this message get out to people. And I will see you on the next video. Peace.